What's going on, guys? SeanEDawgz here. Wait, this isn't Black Ops 5. We're 7 months ahead of schedule. But in all seriousness, it's time to discuss the Obsidian Camo, the absolute fastest way to obtain it, and why you probably won't want to grind this camo out for yourself, despite the fact that it just came out today, and I already have it on an assault rifle, which, if you don't know, if you haven't looked at the challenges, you need to get 15 kills in a match 200 times with ARs. The requirements are lower for other weapon classes, so I mean, I've seen some videos up already on people have gotten them on the launcher because you just need to destroy 100 score streaks, and there's also a bunch of people that went for it on either the MP7 or the MP5 because that's what they plan on using in Warzone. So let's start with the absolute most efficient way possible to grind this camo out. For those of you who don't know, you can't actually get the Obsidian Camo on any weapon unless you already have the gold camo for that gun. I'm not going to go into specifics on getting gold for every weapon because we've been there, done that. I got the Damascus camo when this game first came out. That was what I was really grinding for. And I went ahead and made a guide on the most efficient way to get that camo, basically getting gold on all the weapons. So if you want to check that out, it's my most recent video. Now on to the Obsidian Camo. All you got to do is play Shoot the Ship, the new game mode that just came out for this mid-season update for Season 3. They added the Frankensmith where you can mix and match different blueprints for the same weapon, make your gun look a little bit different. They added the 8 armor satchel instead of the 5 limit in Warzone. They added this Obsidian Camo, among a bunch of other minor things, bug fixes, spec ops changes, a bunch of things that you wouldn't really know. But what is so good about this game mode is that you can literally just play shipment. There's nothing special about the map in particular. What makes it so good is that the only thing you're looking for if you're trying to get this Obsidian Camo is you need kills, and you need them in multiples of 15, because you don't have to just get your 15 kills and then leave the game because you can only get that one. If you happen to get any multiple of 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, it will count those too. So if you get 60 kills in a game, it will count towards your progress 4 times. Why is shipment the best? Well, it's one of the smallest maps, if not the smallest map in Call of Duty history. You just run out there, get in a gunfight real quick. Obviously, if, let's say, you're a bad player and you're trying to get this quickly, maybe this isn't the game mode for you. If you find yourself going 5 and 112 getting spawn trapped every game you play shipment, obviously go ahead and play another game mode. This is more of a recommendation, but I'm sure for the vast majority of players, this is going to be the fastest way that you can get this camo. I was actually having like major internet issues. You can see the packet loss symbols on the left. At one point in this game, I was quite literally just like teleporting, rubber banding around the map. It wasn't a fun time. So that's why I don't have like some amazing gameplay with this camo for you guys. I just went ahead and played one game so you can see what it looks like in game. And it doesn't look like what I showed you before. It seems pretty dull. It almost looks like the base version of the gun. I can promise you I have the Obsidian Camo on there. It's just if it's not really reflecting in the right sunlight, it doesn't look all that special. I wish they would have added a bit more detail so it looks the same throughout. You don't have to be staring at the sun in order for it to look cool. There is always the possibility that they update the camo in the future. If enough people complain about it, they say it doesn't look that good, it's not worth the grind. They've done that before with pretty much every mastery camo in the last couple of COD games. Black Ops 4, they did it with Dark Matter. People are not too fond of spending all these hours grinding for a camo if it's not going to look outright amazing. They want it to look nice, they want it to stand out, they want someone to see that gun and go, oh damn, that's that special camo you gotta grind for, right? Not, oh did you just dip your gun in a vat of tar? It's at least 10% darker than usual. I don't necessarily dislike the camo myself, I just think it could use a little work. Now if you do think it's worth the grind and you decide to get this for yourself, you go into this game mode and you're like, wait, what the heck? I'm on Shoot House, this is not shipment. Yeah, it was kind of painful. I've literally been playing this game it took me from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. to get this camo. Maybe even a little longer than that because I was having internet issues. But I would say if you're an above average to top tier player, it's going to take you roughly those 12 hours to get this with an assault rifle. It's probably going to be faster with the M4, and obviously it's going to be much faster if you're playing with a group of people. I was just playing solo, so it's a little rough. If people are running around with MP5s, akimbo magnums, RPGs. There's not really much you can do. You're going to take a lot of deaths. I think there was one game I went 79 and 77, but I mean, I didn't really care. I was just playing for kills. So the basic strategy that I was using was similar to what I was doing when I was going for the Damascus camo, where you're fishing for maps. I would go and search in the regular shoot the ship playlist. If it's not shipment, I would back out immediately, click on quick play, because I had that filter set to shoot the ship on hardcore. There is actually a reason for this. I don't like playing hardcore, but it's much faster to do that as opposed to just re-entering the queue for shoot the ship. I've noticed a lot of times if it puts me in like team deathmatch on shoot house, I back out, I try to search in that playlist again. A lot of times it will put me in that same lobby. So unless you like waiting around, I would recommend searching in the regular shoot the ship. Then if you don't have any luck in that, search in the hardcore, wait a couple seconds. If you didn't get what you wanted, you rinse and repeat. Is it worth spending all that time waiting as opposed to playing on shoot house? Well, if you're able to rack up a ton of kills on shoot house in a short amount of time, by all means go ahead and do that. But for me, there's no comparison. On shipment, you literally spawn in, you take 3 steps and you're in a gunfight. I would much rather do that and wait around trying to fish for that map as opposed to playing on shoot house. Whatever floats your boat, that's what I would recommend doing if you want to get this in the least amount of time possible if you're on a limited schedule. And if you were wondering why my growl looked so weird in that gameplay, I was literally using every single attachment to make my ADS speed faster, besides the 60 round mag, which I had because I mean you don't really have time to reload on shipment. But it's pretty simple. There's nothing real difficult about obtaining this camo. It is really a pain to get it with the growl because shipment caters to SMGs, and even the M4, people have been using LMGs and just camping in smokes to unlock the new LMG, because that's how you unlock that one. So it's kind of annoying using the growl because it does still take 4 bullets to kill. It doesn't have the fastest fire rate and it doesn't have the fastest ADS either. So if you don't want to put yourself through that and losing a bunch of gunfights where you're like, oh, if I had an MP5, I would have been able to kill that guy. Well, you would have a much easier time getting it on a gun like an MP5. And you also got to think about if you are playing Warzone a lot. Joe Seacott, who is the lead developer of the multiplayer side of Modern Warfare, he tweeted out saying that in a smaller update in the near future, they're going to nerf the magnums into the ground, and they're also going to nerf rockets. So you're probably going to need to run a real second weapon, probably a close range threat like an MP5. I think I'm going to end up getting the Obsidian Camo on the MP5, just because I will probably end up using that gun. I don't know for sure. And it's pretty easy to get it on shipment. That's like the optimal gun you want. I mean, you could run a shotgun, but don't run a shotgun, please. So that's all the info you need to know about the Obsidian Camo. So what brings me to YouTube on this fine day? Well, besides the Obsidian Camo, I think it's finally time. The last 3 CODs have not really appealed to me, I'll be honest. The multiplayer just got really bland and boring for me. And I've already passed the amount of playtime that I have in Warzone that I've had in the last 3 Call of Duties. I've been having a lot of fun with it. This BR that they put out, it really does have potential. It's bringing back some old Fortnite vibes. I remember when I played that game when it released, I saw the potential in it for it to be the next big thing. Honestly, I do see the same thing with Warzone. If they were to just tweak a few things here and there, balance the gameplay a little bit better, I think it could massively grow in popularity, and it's already pretty popular. A bunch of Fortnite streamers have now moved back to Call of Duty because they're having a lot of fun with this. Fortnite's growing stale for them. And when I say I've been grinding this game, I mean it. I got over 200 wins. I think I'm pretty nasty at the game. I do really want to start streaming Warzone, but I have been having a lot of internet issues. I'm pretty sure it's related to COVID because I have not really had these issues before. And basically, once it gets past like 6 p.m., some days it's even earlier, my internet just is unusable. I guess every single person in the entire area where I live, they're just on the internet. There's not enough bandwidth. I don't know. I don't know the details, but they're literally the only internet service provider in my area, and it's super frustrating to deal with. So, I mean, maybe that sidelines the streaming for now, but that just leaves more time for me to make videos. So there may be some more in the future, not 5 months in the future, maybe a couple hours, who knows. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to drop a like, comment down below with any thoughts or questions you may have, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new for some more Call of Duty content. I will see you in the next one. Peace.